Alrighty, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. So today I just want to kind of quickly show you guys an important hack, I'd call it. I think it's pretty common to those who know, but if you're really just getting into it, this is something you're definitely going to want to do. So this is a store-bought handle I have for a sledge eye splitting maul, but in my experience, most axes that you buy will not have a bare wood handle. They'll have this varnish on it, which is pretty trash. I mean, no doubt, if you're throwing it in a swamp, leaving it out in the rain, it's going to be way more durable. So maybe there's a case for it. But for me, like especially if it's in the winter and you're using gloves, it feels like it's going to slide right out of your hand. And even just in your bare hands, it feels sort of like slippery. But at the same time, if you go like this a lot, it just rubs the whole way down and you'll get blisters. It's just not very good at all. So what you want to do is remove that. Now, of course, there are multiple ways to do it. Sandpaper would probably work. To me, that seems a little bit slow. I haven't really tried it that much, but the way that I do is with the razor blade. Now, another thing that would probably work is a card scraper, which is kind of shaped like a card, and it's got a little sort of like a C shape on the edges, from my understanding, and you just sort of can peel it back with that. I don't have one of those. I use a razor blade. Now, of course, whatever you're going to do, do at your own risk. And what I like to do is sort of come at not a 90 degree, just sort of slightly less than 90, maybe like a 70, 80, something like that. And you can see it scraping off chunks. And of course, if you go like that, you're going to peel up the wood and it's just not going to be very good. So, and I like to apply, a little bit of pressure when you're doing this. And you'll be able to see the shavings. You'll be able to see the wood change color a little bit. And of course, you'll be able to feel it if it's just going over or if it's actually digging in. It'll also make a little bit different sound when it's actually scraping. Like you can hear, that's bare wood. This is some varnish here. So yeah, it doesn't take very long to get used to. Like there's a patch with just a little bit of varnish that I missed. And one thing I've noticed about this tactic is, like I said, I just scrape until pretty much all of it is, without varnish. But of course, all the little pores in there, like there might be low spots that you can't get to. And especially like there might be little pores that you miss. And it may not soak up boiled linseed oil, which is basically the treatment for it, as fast as a bare wood handle would. Now, I'm sure you could sand it down thinner if you want, but to me, I don't think it really matters that much. I just let them sit for like a day or two with boiled linseed oil. Maybe after a few hours, I'll wipe off the excess and then let the rest soak in. Yeah, so that's basically it. And the boiled linseed oil, like I said, if you're new to it, it's kind of like mink oil for boots. The handle will get really dry if you leave it out in the rain, which I've never done, or just generally overall wear. The boiled linseed oil soaks into it and sort of like keeps it alive. It kind of keeps it moist and it'll expand it a little bit. So it's really good to put that on the eye too. Put it up around here, especially when you hang it. Keep putting it in the end grain, which the end grain is always the most important part because that's where it soaks up a lot of it. So it's basically a protectant. So that's something that if you're just new to axes, you're definitely going to want to consider. I think it's of the utmost importance if you're using tools a lot. But once again, if you never use them or if you do just abuse them, which of course I would never recommend that, it may be beneficial for you to just leave the coating on. But anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you found it educational or entertaining. God bless, and see you on the next one.